it's Kyle and Miranda, and today we thought maybe we would go camping. So let's hop in the rig and hit the road. Well, this isn't exactly the rig I was thinking of.
When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things it took from me, I know that I am so much better. When I look at what I've done.
Hello.
So it's yours if you want it. What time do you want to pick it up tomorrow?
Did we just...
We just got a van. I'm gonna throw up. We're gonna go pick up our house tomorrow.
Here it goes, I guess.
Okay. Hey, we're Kyle and Miranda. During the pandemic, like a lot of other frequent travelers, we ended up stuck at home. So we started searching for travel vlogs on YouTube so that we could live vicariously through them. That's when we really dove deep into the dream of tiny home living. We aren't new to the idea of living out of a van. Kyle's first vehicle was a 1999 Chevy Astro van. It started out white, but then became known as the Rainbow Rider. This van is partially what drew me to want to date Kyle, along with that perfect beard and winning personality.
Give myself a hernia.
We'll get more into how we met, what we do for work, and our entire story later on. But here is how we ended up with a van. Let's get into it. Let's back it up a little. Today we're trading in my truck for our dream vehicle, which also doubles as our dream home. And I can't believe we're about to do this, but we're both so incredibly excited. Come on. So we've had this truck for 2 years. It belonged to my father, and when he passed away, he left me his truck. And I've kept it in really good shape ever since. But I've always known there would be a day to come when I wouldn't feel like I needed to hang on to it anymore, so today's that day.
We've had some of our most amazing adventures in this truck. It's brought us through a ton of different states, and even through our first time out of the US. We have definitely been grateful every second to be in it, but now we're excited to have something that really feels like ours. And beyond just getting an amazing vehicle that feels really good to be in and drive, we're also kind of buying our first house.
Yeah! This truck has kept on surprising us since we've had it. Even today, up until the day we're trading it in, we found new gadgets in the back seat that lifted up a seat, and we actually found a jacket and an umbrella and a small toy of my dad's all underneath the back seat that we didn't know has been there for 2 years. And it's just those little things where he kept surprising me, you know, through what he's left behind here. And it's just been really magical to have this vehicle. And not only that, I have felt so safe, so loved, and just taken care of. And now I'm just transferring that into something else that continues to make me feel stable and safe and taken care of. I'm super sad to let go of this truck. It means more to me than I can put into words. But this is the perfect circumstance, and we can't wait to tell you the whole story of how this van is going to become the best thing for us. It's definitely about to be life-changing. While we were living in the Midwest, we were getting the truck serviced and maintained with a local Ford dealer. Since Kyle was the contact point for communication, little did I know he had been getting calls for months asking if he would be willing to trade the truck for something else on the lot. Kyle withheld this information from me solely out of care for my emotional and grieving state. He knew that getting rid of the truck eventually would be a sensitive situation for me to deal with.
One day, I turned to Kyle in tears because I was so overwhelmed. I couldn't keep up with it any longer, and I needed to move on. It was then that Kyle told me apparently there was a smart chip shortage. Because there was a shortage, there was not any new vehicles being made or sent out for these dealers to have on their lot for sale, which means they needed to call customers who had recent, decent vehicles and see if they would be interested in a trade. This obviously puts the ball in the customer's court because all of a sudden the trade-in value goes up. When Kyle told me the situation, I instantly felt relieved. Hopefully they've got some vans. We took off to the lot to see what they had.
Yeah, there's like 2 vans here.
Once we arrived, we saw 2 white vans.
That one is sold. That one is sold.
One appeared to be sold and the other didn't seem to be for sale.
Drive around the lot. See what there is.
We drove around the entirety of the lot in a giant circle, and we came upon the behemoth.
EP? Let's get out and look at it.
As soon as we got out of the truck to start scoping out this van, Ford sent a few of their salesmen right over. They were doing their job, getting an angle on us, seeing what we needed, and seeing if they could help.
Like 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch subfloor puts you already up. We used to travel a lot for work. We were both in the theater industry. I was playing music. She was like stage manager. We've been all over the States. And it's just kind of like we'd love to get back to that. But it's hard to do that.
Unfortunately, this van was apparently spoken for. However, it had been sitting on their lot for 3 weeks at this point, which for them is not such a good situation. You see, they normally never have vans on the lot. This is something that would be specialty or custom ordered and then brought in specifically for the customer who requested it. The fact that we saw a van there at all was purely happenstance. But the more we talked with the dealers, the more they realized we were serious and that we also had something that they wanted.
You know what I love about this versus other vans?
There's no handle. I'm having a hard time with that. What do you love about this?
This is a lot more squared off on the floor.
It actually, and on the ceiling.
Than like the Sprinters, yeah.
This got some gears in motion for everyone. Because the original buyer hadn't come to the lot for 3 weeks after the vehicle was delivered, they decided to call her a few times and see if she was seriously still interested. If she was, we would be out of luck, but we could order a van ourselves and we'd have to wait about 9 months to a year. If she declined the sale and took back her word that she wanted to buy it, suddenly we were first in line to grab it.
Great, just stand there and look terrified a little bit.
I'm not so sure what's happening right now, but we might be buying this van today or tomorrow.
It might be happening.
It might happen. We came to look, and of course we ended up in the hot seat, and if the deal falls through with the potential owner who's been holding off for almost a month, then it goes to us to potentially buy it. I'm kind of in shock.
They basically got all of our information and everything that they would need in order to do a trade with us, but they sent us home at the end of the day so they could wait to hear about the woman who originally ordered the van. Once they knew what she wanted to do, they would give us a call. They planned to give her 24 hours to claim it. That night, we went home in silence. What had we just done? Were we actually on the precipice of buying a new van? Is that something that we could handle? How were we going to pay for the remaining value after the trade-in? Where would we park it? Would we build it ourselves? Who would we hire to build it? How would we pay for the build? There was a lot weighing on our minds that evening. It was a lot easier to silently process to ourselves than it was to have an outward, realistic discussion. We went to bed, nervous and excited, in anticipation of what we might hear the next day. Around 1 p.m, we received a phone call from the dealership.
Hello.
Hey Miranda, it's Knight at Doll Ford. How you doing?
Good, how are you, Knight?
Not bad. Just following up really quick because we already got over our first hurdle. We got a hold of her and she's just choosing to let it go. She's not going to get it together in time.
Okay.
So it's yours if you want it. What time do you want to pick it up tomorrow?
1 is fine, yeah. Or, I mean, if you'd rather wait till Monday, that's fine with us, too. It's
No.
Okay.
I'll be ready to pick up by 1.
Okay.
All right. I will put it in there for 1 o'clock, and we will see you then.
Okay, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miranda. See you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Did we just...
We just bought a van. We did that. We just got a van. Oh my god. I'm not in my body right now. Are you okay?
I'm in shock. Yeah, I'm so excited and like my heart is beating really fast, but...
I'm gonna throw up. Okay.
Okay. Here it goes, I guess.
I'm in my PJs. I was like ready to start looking for like van life ideas and I don't know. Oh my god. No. No. It's yours if you want it, he said. Oh my god. That happened so fast.
That was really quick. It's happening. We got the best van.
That's the van.
That's the van.
We're gonna go pick up our house tomorrow. Okay. I really do feel like this is like I'm still hanging on to everything that this trip means, and I just haven't said goodbye to this part of my dad yet. I just have so much appreciation for this truck and for figuring it out, and there's a big level of confidence and like pride in that I figured this out without my dad's help, because that was the big fear at first.
Of course.
Yeah, here we are. It's time to turn her in while she's in great shape and worth something and wanted, and there's something here that we want.
Yeah.
So, I think it's very serendipitous.
I agree. I really think that your dad would be super happy that he could progress your dreams and your goals in this way. Here she is.
Oh my god. Oh my god!
Hold right up for us.
Oh my god, it is. It's ready. Let's go do this.
Let's do it.
They wasted no time at all to bring us inside and start looking at paperwork. The experience itself actually wasn't too intimidating. I think this is because we had an asset with us that they really wanted. So rather than push us for the sale, they wanted to make sure they treated us nicely so that we would want to still trade. I could almost hear my dad in the back of my mind telling me to give him a little bit harder of a time, and I negotiated a little bit further. Success! We bumped up the numbers of the trade-in value on the truck. Hey, even a couple $1,000s can really do you a favor. We got approved off of my income as a sole proprietor, which is another story in and of itself, but we can delve into that some other time. Once they verified my business and checked out my credit score, as well as my former tax returns, I got approved through a local credit union for the remainder of the loan value. And once all the paperwork for that was signed, they had me ring a bell, we celebrated, and they pulled the car around.
Oh, yeah.
We just got a van.
You were afraid to enter.
I wasn't. Welcome to our new vehicle and home. Let's take it home. I can't believe this is happening. We wiped it all down. We tested everything out with our salesman Knight, and everything looks amazing. They detailed the inside and the outside and told us everything that comes with it. And now we just drive it off the lot. I don't know what's happening.
go, I guess.
We just go and we're never gonna stop.
Yeah.
We good.
Yeah.
We did this. I don't know
Yeah.
how this happened so fast, but we did this.
It was just too perfect.
But for now, we're gonna drive out of the lot.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go. Oh wait, I have a surprise for you and me.
Okay. Oh.
Happy times, just keep moving. Life with no regrets. We used to hang this up in the Astro van, and
Yeah.
now it's gonna be in here.
I love it.
Love it too. Put it here for now. Put it right there. First stop, Starbucks. But actually, I don't know if I need coffee right now. This already feels amazing, sitting in here.
Yeah.
It feels so roomy and like,
Yeah.
can't believe we did that. Can't believe it happened. Let's drive on out of here.
Let's do it. That's a good horn.
That's a good
That's a good beep.
Beep, beep.
Oh, no, we can't do the drive-thru. No, we can park.
Oh yeah, the clearance is too low.
Yeah.
Can I park in the lot?
Yeah, there's plenty of spots.
Doing great already.
Right.
You never know how it's gonna happen or how it's gonna shake out or if it's gonna happen or when. We're like 100 feet from the dealer lot and we're
Yeah.
sobbing. Like, we were invited to take a look and we looked at the right time at the right place with the right thing that happened. That just makes me feel like it was just so meant to be right now.
The timing was so impeccable. Like, we've heard other people talk about how everything that they're ordering is taking forever. And we got to sidestep that just out of serendipity alone and, like, move forward right now.
It just wasn't hitting me. We were both just so quiet last night because I don't know that we could believe it or fathom it.
I couldn't.
I mean, I think we did everything right and calculated and logical and practical and, like, utilized everything to our advantage and, like, smart. We were smart about it. But that doesn't mean that I was still able to comprehend what was happening.
Yeah.
And it all happened the right way. Nobody was pushy. Everybody was very nice. Of course, I had equity. I had a truck to trade in, so
Yeah.
of course they were nice to me. But, like, man, you know, and we knew I would never keep the truck forever. Everybody knew that. And then the minute we had permission to bring in the truck if we wanted to, that's when I felt ready. Exactly 2 years, and that's the timeline I said to myself. Seeing this van, that's the specs of what we know we're looking for.
Yeah.
And then we looked closer and it was all-wheel drive and EcoBoost, and I was like, that's even more the dream of what we're
Yeah.
looking for.
If I couldn't really stand up, like, nothing would feel right for me. And this is incredible.
I know we said we would feel at home in something like that Iceland van, and that's true, and that's what the real test was like, could we feel at home in anything? It just made me feel like that was the right move, like, yep, van life is for us. That's what we want to do. Boom, boom, boom. Here we are.
Yeah.
We went to Iceland 2 weeks ago, and today we have a van.
And I knew that was like our test drive of van life, because it's not really about the van as much as it is about, like, getting outside and traveling and, like, being together in, like, an intimate way with not more than we need, because that just makes me feel better. I like the minimalism of it. Just grateful to be able to do this with you. I feel like a lot of people, like, do van life and they have all of these things that they're changing their life around to make van life work for.
We're not changing our lives to fit into van life. We're taking on van life to fit our lives into
Yes.
it. Like,
yes. Yeah. I think we are big van vibes. Like, just as us, as people.
Time to call mom. Call mama.
Calling Mama on cell.
That's fine.
Hello, hello.
Hello, you are on speakerphone in our new Ford Transit. Anyway, we're just sitting here crying and realizing how real this is finally. So.
Well, no kidding, man. It was just one of those overnight things that, woohoo.
Well, and you know how we do.
I know, I thought of that last night. God, those guys, they're so lucky to, you know, get the van just because somebody else just happened to bought it at the right time.
I know. That's what I'm saying, though, is like, luck is really just when you're prepared to meet the opportunity.
I showed it to Caitlin that I work with, and she goes, wow, you could live in that. And I went, yeah, that's what they're gonna do.
When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things it took from me, I know that I am so much better. When I look at what I've done, now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better off, and baby, you don't belong.
Let's see if it fits. Oh, yeah. Clearances. You're good on the garage, for sure. Doesn't look like it on camera, but it is. It's like 4 feet. Oh, I don't know, Kyle. Take it slow, okay? Okay. This is what we're dealing with. Hold it, take it slow. You might be clear. You're clear. Yeah. Yeah, you're clear, bud. Totally clear. Go. All the way. Wow, that's amazing. Whoa. Wow. Questionable. But it works. Woo-wee. Yeah, you're clear if you want to pull forward more. Right here, huh? Wow, she's got some clearance on both sides, thank God. Come take a look at this. It's like close, but not too close.
Yeah, good.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, baby.
Amazing. Amazing.
Bye.
Bye. Is it pretty clean? It's pretty clean in here. Man, it's so sparkly. And these little interior cargo lights are pretty good. We fit, yay! The air conditioning. Did you see my hair?
Yeah.
Well, you know, nothing like buying a new vehicle in Mercury retrograde.
Yeah.
Oops.
That one goes down in the book.
I love a challenge. We love a universe challenge. We bought a new vehicle. They made me hit a gong.
I was gonna say, what's the gong thing? Yeah.
In bed. Okay. My dad gave me this truck in his will, and I've been finding out more and more about it as I've had it. And it sucks because, like, I wish I could ask him for advice on things, but it's been really fun and funny to find more and more out about it as I keep it. This truck is very tall. It's hard to get into. I can't really reach over it, and even Kyle has trouble getting to the back of it. Check this out. You push this button and a step pops out. And not just that, so much easier if you have balance.